It's time. Do you know what time it is?
Communist o'clock? Wait,
No. That's my other stream.
I'm just, again, I'm going full capitalist because I filed for my tax code.
You filed for your taxes, and that made you go.
Goddamn capitalism! Just lower the taxes. If you make more money, you should be taxed less. That's how this system works.
Shut up.
Down this, bitch.
I'm gonna trickle down the blood from your face.
Sorry you hate me. Ah, yes, the old Legacy of Kain defiance tradition of when enemies are in the distance, just use the same magical attack.
Yeah. It's fine. Alright, just gotta make sure the audio mix is good. And also, because I'm using a different controller, I've had to fucking... I found my wireless dongle for...
Tell me about your dongle.
Shut up.
No, Jotsu, that's purposeful. I just wanted to make a joke about donguses.
Yeah.
America.
No, it's not. I have terrible news. This is not America. This is the internet. Alright, you are apparently a bit low.
Maybe that's purposeful, you hater.
No, I think it's probably because at one point you were annoying me and I turned you down.
Okay. You don't need to rub it in.
It's fine.
Did you hear about the new Krispy Kreme donut flavors?
Are they obscene?
No, they're doing like cherry, like fruit flavored stuff.
Oh.
Do you spell donuts with D-O-N-O-T-S, or do you spell it with dough in the word?
Both are acceptable spellings.
Oh, but I'm asking you.
I usually just do D-O
in
nuts.
Arbitrary Waters style guide, what are we doing?
In this style guide, donuts is D-O nuts.
You don't like to spell.
Yeah.
Okay, special edition. Oh wait, that's old news. The Oreo cream. So what's it like playing a good game?
Ah, I play so much worse games than you. Oh, I play poo-poo garbage all day.
It's a genuine question. What's it like for you to play good games again?
Well, it's...
You were so miserable with Blood Omen, too.
Yeah, no, this game's good. I also thought the indie games I goofed around with earlier
Lionheart's saying that he's playing Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yeah.
He doesn't like a fun
Nerfing yourself and trying not to use pair up? Oh. So...
It's just gonna push you down some sort of build path that's busted and they didn't plan for the balance. So the game will break. No matter what you do, the scaling in that game will get bad. Is this just God of War Light?
There's definitely a little bit of, like, DMC light combat in this game. And I'm okay with that. It plays better than, okay.
Plays better than what?
It plays better than Soul Reaver 2.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say, like, it plays better than, and you were gonna say something controversial.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not actually a very controversial person.
It plays better than that reboot poo poo pee pee DMC game. I hate that game. It's butt.
You said it, not me.
I think that's the best DMC because that's the only DMC. No, I've played 4.
Yeah, another great DMC game.
I thought 4 was okay.
4's fine. It's also half a video game. Okay, I'm gonna need the Fire Reaver to pass that, I bet. Because that's how this game works. And for some ungodly reason, it won't let me map the R2 and L2. Okay. Let's see if there's anything of note here. In the spectral realm. No. Nope. Not what I want to do.
We wish you could do a soul suck, don't we all? Have you thought about being the soul vampire from What We Do in the Shadows? That seems like a good deal. I could do that in a heartbeat.
Oh, Colin.
Yeah.
Just the energy vampire.
I feel like whenever I talk about Star Wars, I'm energy vampiring from Braden Ninja.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, let me tell you about some bullshit from a book that is no longer canon. And never was especially canon in the first place. And I'm like, wow.
It was canon at some point, but then it was...
and then it got referenced by Dave Filoni, because Dave Filoni, wearing his cowboy hat, just being like, alright, get this.
I pointed this out. It's a sign of the apocalypse or the end times. He started wearing his cowboy hat less.
Yeah, because...
going to press events without the cowboy hat, and I feel like that's, you know, that's a sign that
he's just like, alright, what if... Okay, and hear me out. What if Ahsoka? And then people are like, yeah! And he's like, and here's Thrawn! And everyone's like, yeah, it's Thrawn! Oh!
Yeah! No, I'm with him. It's like, I like Filoni, but I think his best stories are probably behind him. The future of the series is not great.
Oh, telling me the future of Star Wars might be,
little dicey.
A little dicey.
Oh, well, if you're here, Justin, let's talk about the future of Halo.
What future?
Yeah. I don't know. There were 5 very good video games. Maybe 6.
And a television show that showed Master Chief fucking.
I mean, he had to get some pussy at some point. Can I say it on Baton's stream?
You can say pussy.
Said that. I mean, there's no way for us to go back in time and have you not say it now.
Welcome to Arbitrary Water After Dark. It's almost summer, which means it's not dark.
Yes, it is.
Actually, not where I am. No. God damn it. Okay, what's the fucking... I mean, the gosh darn Switch Reaver button. So I have been asked to cuss less.
Didn't this happen last time you were recording?
Yeah. Because my nephew's getting at the point where he can probably start to learn words.
Oh, well.
And I'm over here going like, poop, mother hecker. Did my dad start watching my streams? Absolutely not. My parents would never watch my streams, thank God.
My mom has asked me if her presence is appreciated or desired. And
I'm absolutely... Listen, your mom needs to start watching,
She apparently started watching Kaguya-sama.
Oh, yeah. I need to get these Monday to Friday snakes off my monkey fighting...
Plane.
Yeah. Alright, what's the Switch Reaver button now?
One, which is Kill Bill. When Buck comes up, he says, "My name is Buck, and I'm here to party." The dubbing over him.
I
saying
love
party.
television edits.
Oh, it's so good. It's like radio edits for rap songs or just music in general.
Oh yeah,
Like the
you
DMX
stick it up your yeah.
The DMX radio edits are so good because it's just bark sounds, and I think that as a result, it's just like all of that is just better. The songs are better.
I'm running out of buttons.
Have y'all reacted to the chat asking if this is God of War Light? Because I
Yeah.
felt like my bones grind to dust when I read that.
God of War came out in 2005. God of War is an old video game.
Yeah, but this is not... Is this, newer than God of War 1?
No.
No, this is 2 years earlier. If
No,
anything,
so...
if anything, God of War is a legacy of Kain.
You could argue that this game was instead pulling from
DMC.
DMC.
Yeah. This looks a lot like DMC. When was 3? When was DMC 3? Was that 04?
Yeah, this was the same year as DMC 3.
Eh. Maybe pulling from DMC 1 and maybe 2 here and there.
Yeah, that's right. This is basically the DMC 2.
Oh, there's some dead zone issues with this stick and the way this game wants to play with it. So if you ever see Raziel, like, slowing down...
I'm gonna have a write-up. I'm gonna bring back I'm gonna finally get a blog up this week.
It's because there's some sort of dead zone issue.
It's gonna be about a game that I didn't think I would actually write about on the site, but I finally decided to because I did some research about the developer, and they're very interesting. I'm gonna do a write-up about Inherit the Earth, the furry game. I found out some weird shit about, like...
I remember when you were streaming, you found their Patreon.
Their Patreon is one thing, but, like, the original developer, the Dreamers Guild, is a weird studio that time has forgotten. Like, one of their lead artists went from making Celtic harps to making video games.
As one does.
And their lead programmer worked for the military because he knew how to program in COBOL.
That's a valuable skill.
That sounds about right.
Well, yeah, that's what the... If you know COBOL, you...
COBOL. Sub-Zero.
My favorite part is when their president, whose name, and I shit you not, is Wolf McNally.
Yeah, that's a good name.
The company's modus operandi was an open, consensus-driven business model, and here's what I ended up writing, with some former employees claiming the company would go so far as to hold democratic elections and votes to determine which contracts and projects it would commit to or fund.
Oh, a bunch of commies, huh?
This company lasted about 8 years before it filed for bankruptcy.
That's a long time for that. Wait, so that company was basically a anarcho-syndicalist commune.
Yes.
And it lasted for 8 years. That's actually a good run for a
Even the Dead Cells people became a regular video game company after a certain point.
Actually, what's the average lifespan of an anarchist commune?
Well, it depends on how long it takes before people start arguing over permissions for the Facebook group. That's my joke.
Very nice.
Yeah, so yeah, what a fucking weird thing.
I sought to unravel the mystery of my fate.
And them making
in
what is
this image
ostensibly
lay
a
my
furry
first
game
clue.
without realizing they
For
made a
this
furry
seed
game is
depicted the
very
fortune
goddamn
of the
funny.
weaver,
Although you could
the
argue
weapon
that
destined to
in the
become my
90s it was
prison.
not as a
And I
well-known
recognized
demographic
its
as it
maker.
is today.
The years had changed him, but this was unmistakably the vampire Vorador. And in this era, he still
Now, here's what I got
lived.
about the
If I
Inherit
could
the
reach
Earth's
him before
director.
Mobius's mob hunted him
Inherit
down,
the Earth's director
he
and
would
design
provide
lead,
the
David
answers I
Joyner,
sought.
was a computer
These
programmer
images
fluent in
chronicle
assembler,
Vorador's
Fortan, and
creation.
COBOL,
As I already knew, he had not been born of
who at one point worked
but
in the
had been
U.S.
turned
Air
by the
Force's
infamous
Strategic
Janos
Air
order.
Command for approximately
But
4
this
years.
mule suggested that Vorador's
Oh,
origin
he was
might
a
be more
nukes guy.
Yes,
Oh.
he was in
the
control
first
of
human
nuclear
to whom the dark
weapons.
gift had
Well,
been
no,
passed.
he wasn't in control of nuclear weapons
This
because those are
was
like
the
the B-52
vampire's
bombers
desperate
flying
bid to
around
preserve
Yeah,
with like
yeah.
with like
For their
standoff.
enemies had
Stand
not
on,
only the
on
blood
stand, or
force,
stand by.
sterility
nuclear
Stand by.
weapons.
Yeah. So he was like doing programming for them. That's a hell of a thing.
To go from that to, and here's my favorite part, settled down and decided to make a video game called The Fairy Tale Adventures, an isometric action role-playing game in the same style and vein as Ultima 7. However, the game predated Ultima 7. Even though it was his first game, it briefly held the title for largest video game world with over 17,000 screens.
Wow.
Who was Ultimate 7? That was a pretty significant game.
If Joyner's name is ringing any bells, you might know him as the assistant composer for Defender of the Crown, the engineering lead behind SimCity 4, SimCity 4 Rush Hour, and The Sims 2, and the lead interface designer for Google+.
Was not expecting that last one.
Yeah, fucking what? Fuck.
What? Okay, so UI
This
designer.
spirit
Huh.
was not yet activated. Perhaps there
Video
was some
games are
means for
weird.
him to
I
evolve
love them.
it.
I hate them. I love them. I love
Maybe
them.
I should
love 'em.
go and grab my
Probably-
DualShock, my DualSense.
You'd probably have to explain to modern high schoolers what Google Plus is.
Oh.
No, thank you.
All right, listen here, you youths. You kids like. All right, it's like TikTok, but before there was TikTok. This is a question for all the young people in the chat. Do you know what Google is?
Okay, everyone knows what Google is.
I
That's
know
my
that
joke.
that go these days.
Wait. Do kids in the chat know what the '90s is?
No.
Do teenagers think the '90s happened, or do they think it's all just like
So
some weird shit all
I
people
feel
made
like
up?
we're getting to this point, but the way you remember 10 years ago when all of the funny comedy movies were like retro throwbacks to the 80s, and we were watching these
Uh-huh.
comedy movies
Yeah.
like retro, like Hot Tub Time Machine. That's like they went back to the 80s. Look at all that weird hair. Like those comedies now are doing the 90s. I
Yeah,
don't know if you guys are aware of this.
I'm aware of that '90s show.
I was met by the
That
spectre
90s
of
show
the
should
nature
just
god,
be a sitcom about the
monstrously
making of that
deformed
70s show.
Since its death centuries ago.
Rejoice, creature, for today your
Like have young actors playing all the actors who were on that show.
Oh,
What?
so like young Sheldon.
No. As in like a show about the making of that '70s show with like, was it Topher Grace and Mila Kunis and all of them, like other actors playing those actors in like making that '70s show.
Okay. Do we get to the part where the guy who played Hyde was like a devout Scientologist?
Was that during or after?
During, and he converted the girl who played Donna.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. And I guess Wilmer Valderrama is like on one of the CSIs?
Wouldn't be surprised. I'm guessing CSI Miami. That seems.
CSI Miami, bitch!
Or NCIS New Orleans.
They're all the same show. Don't ask me about any of them.
Hey, one of those shows has Scott Bakula in it,
It's true.
and that's enough for me.
The worst Star Trek captain.
I don't like Janeway.
Well, Relkin's not here to yell at you.
Well, I am. What the fuck? What the fuck did Kate Mulgrew do?
Voyager is a really good idea that entire show completely wasted.
Okay, yes, but how's Janeway bad?
Because her entire gimmick, the way that people always talk about, oh my god, Picard, the show is only about Picard being angry and yelling a bunch. Like, that's all Janeway's whole gimmick is. It's like, I'm the captain that's got to break the rules because I'm in the quadrant with the Borg. Blah, I'm
Janeway
yelling
never
at
yells
her.
at anyone.
I feel
No,
like
She's very angry and she's always very angry and then commits acts of genocide.
Okay,
I mean-
sometimes genocide, but she's not angry. She's actually for like half that show, she's just tired.
okay, sometimes genocide, but she's never
Approaching
angry.
the tomb.
Well, she's never that angry.
I
She never gets Cisco angry at anyone.
I feel like one of the last Star Trek arguments ever in the history of the universe will be whether or not Voyager was actually any good.
I mean, no, but like, let's be
Remember
honest.
the time when
this
Jim
comes up
and Paris
every
got
time.
turned into salamanders and they had salamander babies?
That's
No,
not
I
canon.
don't.
That was removed from canon. Shut up.
Remember the time when they found a wormhole and then it turned out there was a monster there and the weird alien guy just was like, I'm not gonna listen to you, but help me do my whole fucking Moby Dick impersonation while we try to catch this horrible monster in this wormhole. And it's like, you could just move.
Wait, that wasn't a wormhole. I don't think. If that's. what I'm
I mean,
thinking
to be fair,
of. Is that the one that where like everyone was asleep but 7 of 9?
TNG has plenty of bad TNG has the episode where Beverly Crusher.
Yeah, the most racist episode ever, where
They go to the planet of the Ooga Booga Africa tribesmen and Tasha Yar fights one.
Oh well, there's that, but there's also the one where Picard like
Displaces the Native Americans.
it displaces the Native Americans like and justifies it. Like it's that one's yikes. There's a lot of yikes in every Star Trek. Voyager wasn't any more or less fucked up than the rest of them. It just ran out of ideas.
yeah, the problem is that they did a really good episode where, oh my god, the Voyager's falling apart, whatever shall we do? And that should have been the gimmick, is like, fuck, we gotta park this on a planet and do some repairs, and it's just like Mad Max in space. And then they did that for 2 episodes, and then they just moved on.
Okay, but hear me out. What if we had a crew member who was a Borg, and that Borg was a sexy lady?
The spirit vessel would not respond in the
How many
spectral
mini
realm.
ships are in that
I had
fucking
to return
airplane
to the
hangar
physical world to
in
use it.
Voyager that keep getting exploded? Like, where are they coming from?
So they do keep salvaging the ones that crash into planets. There is that. Like
The
they
ones
will.
that blow up.
The ones that not that many blow up. Not that many shuttles blow up. There is the
And
Delta
nowhere
Flyer that
does
they
it
keep
make
rebuilding.
sense.
Well, the thing is, and the ones where everything blows up are usually the ones with like time travel fuckery, where it all gets reset at the end.
Oh yeah, right. Like when Paris gets turned
Doesn't-
into a salamander.
Doesn't Star Trek have a replicator kind of thing where you can just put a bunch of junk into it and out comes the
So at
thing?
least, so one of the things that Voyager did kind of right was that consistently they're like, we need to ration this replicator. We don't have enough like replicator juice to last this whole
As
time.
the Reaver absorbed
So there's like
the souls
replicator
of
rationing.
nature
That's why they
and
have
conflict
Neelix there to like cook stuff, and they like find food and they like buy food from like merchants on
I
random
was now
planets,
equipped to reach
and he'll
the
find ways
gods.
to like cook it. And there's gags with that.
Okay. What if the Doctor
gonna-
was a hologram?
Hey man, the Doctor's the best part of that show.
Yeah,
Fuck
he
you.
actually is a pretty good part of the show.
Robert Picardo is a national treasure. Fuck
Remember the
yourself.
episode where Picardo had to do an entire episode with Andy Dick?
Yeah.
And you read the interviews behind the scene and you find out that the two of them fucking hated each other.
That's good because
Andy Dick being a bad person that's hard to work with, impossible.
Hey, do you remember the episode where Robert Picardo argues with Robert Picardo?
No, because I've never seen an episode of Voyager, because I'm not 1,000 years
when they
old.
had Robert Picardo come back in the TNG movie, First Contact?
For like one scene. But you know what?
Scene.
You know what? That was a good gag. Fuck you.
It was a good gag. It's like one of my favorite parts of First Contact. And you know what? People that say that they don't like the TNG movies, I like First Contact. I think that movie's fun.
Yeah, that's one of the good ones. That's one of the good Star Treks. That might be the last good Star Trek movie, depending on your disposition. Like there are 4 good Star Trek movies, and that's probably the last one.
Okay.
The Voyage Home, Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
I think the first movie is good.
I've never seen an episode of Star Trek Enterprise.
I think that actually Red Letter Media did a pretty good essay in that it is the most authentic original series the movies have ever been, and then you'll never go back to that kind of slow and plodding classic style of science fiction. But I think if you go into it with that perspective, that first motion picture movie is fine. Wrath of Khan is good.
Can you not hit it from that
Wrath of Khan's
tower
good.
you were standing on?
No.
Voyage Home's good.
And hit it from there?
The Undiscovered Country is good. Fuck you, it's good.
A good end. I'm personally nostalgic of the Voyage Home because I grew up in the California Bay Area, and I was like, oh fuck, I know all of these locations. Like I grew up in Hayward, where you know the naval facility that they go to is like I lived across from that. So,
I remember when
How many punks
ZP found the nuclear vessels.
Oh wait. So how many punks
actually drove
with
past
like
to
boom
go
boxes
to
where
work,
they're on
I
the buses?
drove past the nuclear silos in Concord that they show.
It's hot take o'clock tonight. Star Trek 6 is fine.
Yeah.
Dad.
Now Star Trek 5, that's a goddamn movie.
That's
Oh, God.
that's as they say Kino. If you want Shatner's ego at full force.
Okay, but what does God need with a starship?
Excuse me, I have one small question. What does God need with a starship?
And this is maybe my most controversial thing, but I don't think Insurrection is bad.
It's pretty bad. Like the opening is good.
No.
The opening is good.
No,
and like the
It is
spaceship
the
stuff is good.
only TNG movie that captures the goofy, funner sensibilities of TNG.
Like just the silly nonsense.
The silly nonsense. Like, to me, Insurrection is the hologram episode of the TNG movies.
Okay, yes, but the holodeck episodes were mostly trash.
What about the time when Worf takes his son and puts him in the holodeck and they decide to play a Western movie?
That's not a good episode.
It's not a good episode, but it's so funny. It's so funny. Did you... Hey, Borgmaster, did you hear that they brought back Moriarty and Picard?
I heard. I didn't want to hear about it, but I heard about it.
Well, they brought back Moriarty in Voyager.
No, they didn't.
Technically. No, they canonically said that Moriarty got preserved and is now a lecturer in Starfleet.
In Voyager?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
That's an offhand comment, but like, yeah, Moriarty is a lecturer.
Oh wait, was that from one of the fucking Barclay episodes of Voyager? Because I've repressed everything to do with Barclay.
Why? What's wrong with
Barclay's
Barclay?
Good. Barclay is
Oh,
good
God.
in TNG, except the episode where he turns into a horrible spider monster.
Okay, but that's a good episode though.
The thing about Barclay that makes him good is that he's the normal human surrounded by all of these talented weirdos.
He's not normal. He's like a.
He's a weird
neurotic
sex
fuck-up.
pest. Yeah.
And also a weird sex
Remember when-
pest.
Yeah, remember the part where he creates a hologram that he uses to lust over, and he's got a horrible hologram addiction to this fake girlfriend that he makes?
Yeah,
I mean,
just like in real life.
I mean, Jordy did that like at least twice.
Yeah.
Oh, but the payoff to Jordy is better because at least he gets up to this girl and it's like, yeah, okay, sure.
And then he
do
meets,
this.
and then he meets
Oh,
the
yeah,
real
and-
woman.
And then she's like, I want to have nothing to do with you because I'm already in a relationship, but I'm willing to help you with this problem.
Yeah, yeah, that was payoff.
You know, Lionheart in the chat saying, you know, Doctor Who sounds normal after hearing some of these Star Trek times. No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Two hearts!
Absolutely not.
I disagree. Doctor Who is like Star Trek, but worse and British.
Hey, remember when Doctor Who dared to have a female doctor and everybody lost their shit and got shitty about it?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the UK. I don't know if you know this, but the UK is currently in a state of slow motion collapse as their clown political system breaks down and the full force of Brexit and the pandemic starts to, you know, eat away at their economy. And so all they have left is to get angry at lady doctors and
trans people.
And trans people.
Anyway.
Man, and I really like Father Ted.
What would the most normal Star whatever TV show be? Stargate? I don't know.
I mean,
No,
Stargate, it's the
Stargate's
military-industrial
not normal at all.
complex.
I haven't seen any Stargate in a long time.
Star Wars is the most like normal guy Star thing.
Yeah, but it sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, Star Wars is bad.
It's for normal dudes who like don't think too hard about shit or think hard in the wrong ways about shit.
There's a reason why television sci-fi went away. The first was, it got expensive.
Because it was too good.
And the second is that, what, are you gonna watch Babylon 5, a show for nerds?
Yes.
Gonna watch Farscape, a show for
This is
perverts?
the second time that we've talked about our favorite science fiction shows from the 90s.
We
And
did that
then,
earlier.
something, Claudia Black.
Yeah, Claudia Black.
Anyway.
You know what? Here's the weird thing. It's disappointing that Enterprise gave Scott Bakula the worst material imaginable because I thought Quantum Leap was great.
So apparently, I think Bakula's on the NCIS New Orleans show, and that had more episodes than either Quantum Leap or Enterprise. Think about it. That was Bakula's most successful role.
I know you well, Aria, though you do not yet know me.
I have no
And that's how you kill a room, everyone.
No, I just I
All you have is time.
I like.
I have come to seek your guidance.
I like
I
Quantum Leap.
counsel only one man, and you are not he. But you will
Do you like
know
sliders?
him soon.
With John Rhys Davies.
Your kind is coming
No.
to an end.
My kind.
Fair enough.
What exactly do you think I am?
Oh, what was
Your
the
name shall remain
what was the television show that Pierce Brosnan did before he was James Bond?
Remington Steele.
You serve
Yeah,
the
Remington
one
Steele.
who took life and set this tragedy in motion.
I forgot all about that show.
Hope is at work.
That show is a good
Balance
guilty
will
pleasure.
be restored, and your kind will be expanded.
How was T.J. Booker for all those old farts? What's that name? What was Shatner's cop show?
More than you
Oh
could ever
fuck no. Not Boston Legal.
by choosing
Yeah,
his own death.
that was T.J.
A
Booker, wasn't it?
sacrifice for
Or
the world.
I think that
am I
was
making things up?
You don't know Kain very well.
Shatner Police
My faith
show.
sustains me.
Anyway, this
That was,
cutscene's
T.J.
great.
Hooker.
T.J. Hooker.
But Boston Legal was great.
You will never leave.
Oh yeah, he actually won an Emmy for that.
And you begin to suspect.
I will not hear your poison fear.
Grant me the answers I require, and I will leave you to your pathetic delusions.
Ask then.
I seek the vampire Vorador.
To kill him, perhaps, or to join him in death. But for Kain, he is the last of his kind. Mobius's mob has done its work.
My reasons are my own.
His refuge lies in the heart of the Black Forest. and may you molder there together until the end comes.
Yeah, sure, Ariel. What Ariel didn't know was that she was 100% wrong. Absolutely, utterly, totally wrong.
Original series people, everybody hated each other.
Anyway, I muted all of you because you were in the way of my cutscene.
Fine, whatever. But yeah, no, like, everyone hated Shatner. And
Yeah.
Nimoy wasn't, like, that pleasant of a person either.
Yeah, no, I just assume...
And then Roddenberry was very likely a sex criminal.
Oh yeah, Roddenberry is a weird creep, and also a tyrant. Anyway. Now that the
Also,
cutscene's over...
Also to DS9, like Avery Brooks is like a weird dude. So there was never any like talk anywhere of getting that cast back together anytime soon.
Yeah, he seems like a dude who's just like, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, did you see? I think it was like 10 years ago. Shatner went around and interviewed the other Star Trek
Yes.
captain actors, and the Avery Brooks section of that is
Avery
great.
Brooks is like, yeah, I moved on with my life. Like, I fucking am done. I don't need to do any of these weird
Like,
Comic-Con
I don't need to go to
shit.
cons for the rest of my life.
Like he was teaching theater at Brown or something.
Hell yeah.
Crazy
He's,
like
he's
that.
fully moved on. He's like, yeah, I don't. It's like it was a role.
Well, no,
I
like-
moved on.
The best quote was when talking about DS9, he was like, it was a 20th century show with a 24th century vibe, or something like that. Just a really great weird dude. Avery
No,
Brooks.
yeah, Avery Brooks is like, yeah, I've moved on. I don't.
Yeah.
It's like, I've just moved on.
But yeah, I just assumed that... wasn't that documentary also just a lot of, like, Shatner being Shatner and just being like, well, yes.
Shatner trying to present himself as being a bigger deal than he really was.
When I was the
Oh,
Captain
yeah, like-
Kirk.
Like the Shatner Kate Mulgrew section had a lot of weird tension in it because
Oh.
he was an asshole.
William Shatner, an asshole. That said,
being an asshole to a female person,
Who would have thought?
who would have thought?
But the Bakula part was great because Bakula was probably high the whole time, or
yeah.
stoned, I should say, the whole time, and it was great.
my other favorite part of that whole thing is when Shatner went up to space recently, because you know Bezos took him.
Oh, right.
Apparently, his reaction to being up in space was literally like, "I was terrified. I saw the blackness of space, and it scared me."
Again, that's actually a very normal reaction to space.
But
And
yeah,
it's like-
I guess that it's, you know, you stop and think about it. What is it? Patrick Stewart is the only person that has ever been a Star Trek captain that went on to do like significant stuff post Star Trek.
Shatner was in Boston Legal.
Yeah, but like, you look at the breadth of.
He was in
Patrick
Shit
Stewart,
My Dad Says. You know, a classic.
You look at. Patrick Stewart was the prince in Bambi 2. Thank you very much, Braden.
Also, yeah, here the thing about Sir Patrick Stewart is that
He has a very good voice.
that man is a classically trained British actor and will not say no to a paycheck.
I mean, he was very good at the peak of the popularity of the X-Men.
He got to do one of his wish-listed Shakespeare roles, which was a race-reversed performance of Othello, where he was the only white guy and everyone else was played by black actors. Love the Royal Shakespeare Company. yeah, I'm very glad I am not a Star Trek man. Imagine being like, yeah, well, in this utopian communist future, how does it feel knowing that a Walmart in New Hampshire has banned Twitch because of my streams? It feels great. I'm very happy that such a thing has occurred. I guess Twitch has been added to the banned list for the Walmart that Mike works at on their Wi-Fi. I just want to say you're welcome for keeping you focused on your job that you hate, where you apparently just sit around and think about doing tests for robots and then never actually do them.
But yeah, even though I would like to accept the Captains as this interesting project, it is a William Shatner vanity piece first and foremost. It presents Shatner as being like this central figure to the success of Star Trek as a franchise.
Yeah.
And even that original show, when like
It's like,
people
no,
who made
dude.
Star Trek good were not just Shatner.
The people who made Star Trek good were the writers. And, like, let's be clear here. Gene Roddenberry, also part of the problem.
Right.
Ah! You got the widescreen fix? Yeah. Listen, I don't mind me some 4x3 on occasion. But...
Is the sun supposed to be out in this scene?
yeah.
Is Raziel not really concerned about sunlight?
Yeah, neither Raziel nor Kain necessarily cares that much about sunlight. Alright, now I can grab the shiny bauble. Yeah. I got bronze disc.
To the elemental principle of air.
Oh, the elemental principle of air. I wonder which Reaver will get next. So I believe the current timeline that Raziel is in is technically the same time as Blood Omen 1. I love time travel nonsense. It's good. So I wonder if at some point, like, a young Kain will show up and there'll be some sort of horrible time paradox. Because that's what I want to see. Anyway, Are ZP and Boardmaster still in the chat? Have they given up on talking about Star Trek?
Boardmaster's technically here, but
Hey.
he's muted and
Dia
deafened.
made this. This
Oh.
is like a chicken underneath and then a Greek salad with...
Okay. Thank you.
I'm ready to losing track of time.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna share that with you because she made some plates. I don't know if you're
Okay.
eating it.
Hey, thanks.
And that's tzatziki.
Okay. Star Treks. There's a dog now. And he's like, what if...
What if you had tzatziki sauce?
I love tzatziki sauce.
How do you pronounce it?
Tzatziki.
Did I pronounce it right for once?
Yeah.
I thought he said.
Hold on, I gotta let the
Wait,
dog.
no, I did.
The
I
dog
did call
was-
it tzatziki. What is it called?
I think it's just Zeke.
Ziki?
Isn't that right?
Tzatziki?
No,
Ziki?
Zeke.
Ziki.
Alright, I'm gonna take a 10-minute break. So, y'all feel airtime.
I gotta swap laundry out in a little bit, so...
I don't have to do the exact same thing.
Okay, fine.
Ziki. Still airtime. So, when Borgmaster comes back, maybe we talk about Star Trek. He's still away.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be away for a little while.
All right, I'm gonna do this laundry shit. I'll be back.
As am I. Oh. Okay, I am back. Heard his cell phone vibrate. So, how's chat doing? Am I still muted? Is stream muted? Apparently not. Why are we saying that Zelda, Ocarina of Time, is the best Zelda?
I'm back. How we all doing?
I'm doing okay.
Did we determine if my pronunciation of tzatziki,
Oh.
tzatziki,
let me
tzatziki,
let me pause my Minecraft and go look it up.
Zeke?
Tzatiki, right?
Mm-hmm. Google it.
For
I'm not
now.
Googling it.
Tzatziki is what Google's first result says.
All right. Yada yada.
It seems to be either Tzatziki or Zatziki.
Gnocchi, right? Is
What?
the other one? Gnocchi.
I don't know. I'm not particularly cultured. I'm from the American South. I was raised on pizza and burgers.
I'm American too. God damn it! I just eat a lot of avocado toast.
Okay, I'm back.
Did you enjoy your food?
Yeah, it was like a little Greek pita thing. Recommend. And now I gotta switch over. There we go. I'm good at this. I should probably get a stream deck.
Why do you say you think you need a Steam Deck?
No, a stream deck.
Oh.
Steam decks are also very nice.
I have a Switch. Why would I need a Steam Deck? What am I gonna do? Install 18 GameCube games and play none of them?
You could play all your games at 60 frames per second. You could play the new Dead Space on a Steam Deck.
It's true, I could.
I think that's absolutely fucking insane still.
Yum, 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 yum. So what we talk about while I was away?
I went and did laundry, and I think
I did as well.
he did the same.
And then Lionheart used your chat to say that Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda.
He's not wrong.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
What are you gonna say? If you say Breath of the Wild, that just
I was about to say it's probably better than Breath of the Wild.
if you say Breath of the Wild, that just means you're a child.
When I was playing through a bunch of Zelda games, I liked Twilight Princess more than Ocarina of Time. And I'm not trying to be like a hipster or anything. I found Ocarina of Time kind of cool.
I think that the rudimentary aspects of Ocarina of Time make it not necessarily impossible to go back to, but like it's like the water level, the lava level, the plant level.
That's every Zelda game.
It's absolutely not hard to go back to, especially the 3DS version. But I just think that I just thought that Twilight Princess was a more interesting game for me in a lot of ways. I also think that I played that game removed from its release.
I think you all... Did you play it on Wii U?
I also played. I played the Wii U.
Okay, so yeah, you had all of the quality of life benefits of that version.
The same story as Wind Waker. I played that on the Wii U.
Yeah, you like dark. You like dark. I understand. Big fan of.
Yes, me, big fan of death metal. Enjoyed the darker Twilight Princess version.
I mean, listen, we've discussed before that yours truly has a weakness for shitty edgelord anime. You know, like Corpse Party. Have the vampires smooched yet? Not nearly enough. It was funny, because I went into Silver Streak's chat. Silver Streak, another streamer who is kind of from the Giant Bomb community. And when he saw that I was playing Legacy of Kain, he's like, what do you think of it? And I said, I think the vampires should kiss. And he seemed surprised by that.
Well, Legacy of Kain copy.
Yeah, when are we gonna get Legacy of Kain docking?
No. No. Listen, if you wanna make this stream into a house of iniquity, I can start playing some real trash.
I don't know why I thought that was funnier than it was.
Cause I have Galgun installed right now.
That's how far we're gonna go? That's the darkness that you're threatening me with? A good time?
A good time that is legally playable on Twitch.
I feel like that's not dark enough, or not.
It's not dark enough.
For a man
It's
who
not.
would make
Nope.
that joke.
I mean, okay, but consider this.
Surely you can find something more pervy than Galgun that Twitch will let you play.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can't do the man game though.
No, you can't do the guy game or the man game.
I'm
Isn't
sorry.
Isn't it like?
It's the guy game.
Isn't it? I don't know if it's illegal to own it, but it became illegal to sell it.
Yes, because it had underage naked girls who were tricked into taking off their tops under perhaps, let's say, less than legal pretenses.
Does that make it illegal to own a copy?
No.
I think that's like up in the air. But...
Just think that because of the guy game, because of the people behind the guy game, we got Metroid Prime.
What?
Because the guy.
Story for this?
No.
Okay.
Did X Retro Studios people make the?
The founder of Retro Studios, who was bought out and basically told to leave.
Put a new browser.
Is the one responsible for the guy game. Because that was his studio that he founded after he was basically given a big check of money from Nintendo to go away.
Jeffrey Spangenberg. Is that the guy's name? Video game producer and entrepreneur who founded Punk Development, Iguana Entertainment, Retro Studios, and Top Heavy.
Oh yeah, also, the Turok to Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze pipeline is a direct one. As we all know.
Apparently this dude has some programming credits on Space Harrier.
Yeah.
With the Amiga port.
Oh yeah.
Afterburner. And some other things.
And you know, the other fun part about Iguana is they're responsible for Vex, which if I ever do
With the elemental power of air.
mediocre platformer wheel of some kind, we can talk about Vex.
I'm reading the Wikipedia page, and apparently IGN stated, it may be tasteless, but I prefer this kind of tastelessness over BMX XXX.
Ah yes, a high bar.
These moons had suffered some damage. Once again,
I
recognized the
don't know.
vampire's
I don't think BMX
This song reveals
XXX
something new.
tricked any
For here
IRL
he also
women
depicted his destined adversary,
into
now partially
being
Yeah.
featured in a video
who
game
seemed to bear
topless.
a flaming sword.
Vex with 2 X's, Yatsu. Because it was the early 2000s.
Anyway.
Don't threaten me with a good time. You think bad 3D collectible platformers will weaken me? Do you know who I am? Anyway, I will not be playing BMX XXX, and not just because it's banned on Twitch. If you want that, there's a Giant Bomb Premium video you can watch. Which I believe might be one of the last streams they did in that office. If you want to get real morbid. Just like how the last stream Giant Bomb East did.
In winning what we thought mattered, we lost what truly mattered. But the
Fusro,
is a chance.
What chance is that?
Bliss, death.
the Elder Scrolls,
What I do not accept.
Triple X, I don't know. I'm not enough of a horn dog to give you a good... Also, I'm sure that exists. 1000%.
Has anyone brought up the idea that after you beat this game, you should do a live reading of a Kain Raziel /fic?
That sounds like something that people would have to pay money for.
All right, chat. How much would you pay to listen to Arbitrary Water do a live reading of the highest rated Kain Raziel /fic?
Also, the problem with that is that the only people writing Kain Raziel /fics are... All of those fanfics were written 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Gino.
Hey, how do you feel about Kain Raziel /fics?
It's not...
I assume that those are the only fictions that you can write about this.
It's not subtext when it's just text.
That's what I mean. I think that's all.
That's
it is.
my feeling
That's
on
just fiction.
the sexual tension present between this series' 2 leads.
Cat says $5. How does $5 sound?
$5 a month. You
I
too
was only
can...
coming in for 1 second. I just needed to tell you something. There's a show on Disney Plus called Renovations.
Uh-huh.
Jeremy Renner renovates cars. Pimp My Ride
Right.
style.
Is this before or after he was horribly injured?
Before, it would appear. That was the only
Okay.
news I had.
Does he at any point trip out, let's say, a snowplow?
It seems to all be vans that he turns into like community centers on wheels.
I'm just gonna put it out. I'm not gonna watch this, even if I find the title very silly, just because it would make me incredibly depressed.
That's fine. I just thought you should know there's a show in the world called Renovations. Thank you.
Because he's horribly disfigured now. Didn't he have an arm or a leg amputated too?
No.
Wait, what?
No.
I don't think it was that bad.
I actually like checked on this recently because the question, "How is Jeremy Renner doing?" popped up in my head for some reason.
As one does.
He seems to be doing like okay. I don't know.
He has definitely, like, he was definitely, it seems like, almost died.
Yeah, no, he is still like fucked up, as in he needs crutches to walk at the moment, but he does not look disfigured.
So we are not at the moral event horizon of like Tim Curry or.
I believe Jeremy Renner will still show up in more delightful Disney Plus shows featuring everyone's favorite MCU character, Hawkeye.
I think Val Kilmer is the one where it's like, I look at Val Kilmer and it's like,
yeah.
fuck, this is sad.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, Val Kilmer hasn't died yet, right?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
He went
No.
with the trach route to basically save his life. It's like, yo, we can either put you in palliative care or we can trach you. Which one do you want? It's like, I'll take the extra years to live.
Yeah. And he has a cameo in that newest Top Gun.
Well, and his character also has throat cancer, which...
That's the only way you can do that, and honestly, for as much as Tom Cruise seems like a crazy man, I respect that he was like, no, we need to put Val in.
Yeah, and that was like metatextually like a moving scene between
Iceman and Maverick.
Like, I mean, textually it doesn't make the most sense, but metatextually it's a very touching scene.
Listen, metatextually, let me tell you, what if you joined the Navy?
In the Navy.
You're not actually going to fly jets because, let's be real here.
Because you're a dumbass, yes. You're going to be like the guy on the ground waving the sticks around at best. At best. Most likely, you'll be like a maintenance guy on the carrier fixing hatches.
Also, we use drones now. I have terrible news. We use drones now. We have no need for your silly flying jets.
Hey man, I've seen Stealth. You still need the human touch.
God, that movie.
Oh, my favorite UMD film, Stealth.
My favorite surprise Jamie Foxx death of any movie. Oh, spoiler.
I can't believe...
Let's warn people about spoiling.
Spoilers for Stealth, everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite 2005 action movie starring Jamie Foxx. Shit, what was her name?
Woman.
Oh no, she was on Seventh Heaven, I think.
Sure.
She was in the Total Recall reboot.
Sure.
Speaking
Anyway,
of everyone's favorite X.
Starring everyone's favorite mid 2000s actors. Jessica Biel.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, there you go. And who was the guy? Who was the white guy in that movie?
He's not Jamie Foxx or Jessica Biel.
Yeah, there's a third one.
Oh, you were gonna watch Stealth for the... No. Listen, there's
Josh Lucas. Holy fuck.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Let me tell you about this hot new film. It's called the Super Mario Brothers movie, and if you don't watch it, you're betraying gamers. I think is how that works. That's what I'm told.
Jesus, what is Josh Lucas up to?
Oh, we missed Gino. We could have asked him if Chris Pratt as Mario is a racist caricature.
He was in Ford v Ferrari
Sure.
and the Forever Purge.
How do we feel about Ford versus Ferrari?
I like
It's
it.
a
fun
vanity
movie.
Oscar bait movie.
It's
No,
a
it's a
movie.
fun movie.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
movie
good
for
movie.
dads.
It is Oscar bait movie.
It is the most dad movie
It's a
I've
good
ever movie
It's
dadded.
like a
Good movie.
Oh, we got Tom Hanks to strategically make Oscar bait for a reason movie.
Wait, that's not Tom Hanks though.
I know, but I'm saying it's on par with a Tom Hanks movie that comes out strategically right before the deadline to make an Oscar.
Okay, but what if Tom Hanks had an over-the-top Dutch accent?
Please don't.
What if Tom Hanks played Walt Disney
Huh.
in a
But no,
movie
Well,
made
no,
by the
hold
Disney
on.
company?
No, you're not allowed to go. You're not allowed to move on. Ford v Ferrari is a good movie. It wasn't originally intended to be Oscar bait. They just thought, oh hey, this could be Oscar bait after they made it, and then they released it in that time period. But it is not Oscar bait. It's a good movie. It's.
Who are they
dudes
singing
who
Happy
love
Birthday
race
to?
cars made that movie. All
Wait,
right?
fuck. Is it one of my nieces or nephew's birthday today?
Oh, did you forget someone's birthday?
Listen, the nieces and nephews, they don't care if I wish them a happy birthday. I have terrible news. They don't care about me. Other than, I guess they think I'm cool, maybe? Which, unfortunately for them...
Are you gonna become the crazy uncle?
Absolutely.
Are you already the crazy uncle?
Already, yeah, kinda.
So Josh Lucas played Charles Lindbergh in the J. Edgar movie.
Sure. Wasn't that one of the lesser Scorsese's?
Uh-huh.
No, when I think of the lesser Scorsese's, I think of Kundun.
How do you feel about Shutter Island and its terrible fucking twist that makes that entire movie way dumber?
Well, it was an adaptation of Shutter Island.
Yeah, he didn't have to adapt it though. He's Marty Scorsese. He can choose his
Island-
products.
It had some good shots in it. There were some quality, like, psychological horror, like, shots. Not necessarily scenes, but shots within the scenes. There's some good framing in that movie at various points.
When he did his adaptation of the invention of Hugo Cabaret.
Oh yes, actually, chat. A bit late for this, but yes, Kate Beckinsale was the bad lady in the Total Recall reboot. So it was Kate Beckinsale and Jessica Biel, shooting at each other.
Okay. Hey, you know, there weren't any Underworld movies being made. So Kate Beckinsale needs work somewhere. And in the same way that, you know, hey, you gotta respect Paul W.S. Anderson, noted hack filmmaker, for making movies, for being a wife guy, for being a guy who's like, I'm gonna make these terrible video game adaptions.
Like a lot of them.
Like a lot of them, because Capcom keeps letting me do this.
Just to put
So my wife can continue to be employed.
You know what? Like A+ wife guy.
Yeah. No one's gonna
I
dispute
mean-
that.
Mila Jovovich was in some good movies before that.
Yeah, no.
The Fifth Element, which is a fantastic film, but she doesn't say
She was also like 15 in that movie.
What?
Older
No,
than
she
that?
couldn't have been. There's
Okay, she was like 19. She was very young.
She was like in her early 20s though, right?
Yeah.
when did that movie come out?
Like 97 or so.
Wikipedia says she was born in 1975.
Okay, so she would have been.
Like
Yeah.
23.
She's not hitting 15 because she is
Yeah,
topless in quite a bit of that movie.
That's fair.
But no, like early 20s, which when you're old, might as well be a teenager.
Sure.
Like we're all dudes who are old enough where it's like, where like 18 and 22 are basically the same thing, and you're like, ooh, that person's a bit young.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, this is a thing that I learned as I was still on campus at my undergrad because I still had a job on campus, and just being like, you know, I get along really well with my 18-year-old coworker, but I'm 27. And that's my story.
Wait, you're 27?
I was 27 at the time. I have bad news. The way time works.
Yeah, he has acted melodramatic about turning 30.
Yeah, guess
As
what?
was I think most people do for a little bit, and then like, oh wait a minute.
Yeah, time just happens. There's nothing you can just stop it. Just embrace it, and you know, just accept the fact that when it's all over, it's over.
Okay. That's what an encouraging thought.
So, segueing from this depressing shit, I was reminded by that weird monster girl discussion of a topic that has come to mind every now and then for me. So, cat girls.
Yeah.
There's like a spectrum.
Yes, the cat girl to furry pipeline is a dangerous one, and one.
Oh, no. So where I go with it is on like one extreme end you just have a girl wearing fake cat ears. That's like outside the border of cat girl on one extreme. The other extreme outside the border is just a female cat. And there's like a spectrum in between.
Yes.
So what's the halfway point where it's like half
an
cat,
anthropomorphic cat
wait,
woman?
No. Is there fur instead of human skin?
Yes, that's the midway point. Once they have fur instead of human skin, it becomes furry shit, and I become not interested, officer.
Okay, so where does Felicia from Darkstalkers fit in there?
So she's got paws.
She's more girl than cat.
But she's got but it's also like behaviorally too. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like there's the morphology, and then there's like the behavioral psychology of it.
Welcome to my Legacy of Kain stream, where we discuss
So cat girls is always
the cat ability of Felicia from Darkstalkers.
You welcome this. You were like, you welcome this. This is the hell. You reap what you sow.
This is the hell I create for myself. I am aware.
You reap what you sow.
Listen, I'm a very lonely man.
Oh.
And we're here to say we love you.
And that's why I hang out with my fellow cis-het white men friends. Well, I guess Chris is only half white. Make sure that and hope that none of my female friends are watching these streams.
Okay, so it seems like in the last few years, like cat boys have become gradually prevalent as I guess a product of the increase in twink culture. It's so far outside my experience, I don't know anything about it. But cat boys do seem to be like more of a thing now than they were before. So hopefully one day we can reach parity between cat girl bullshit and cat boy bullshit, just to make everything fair.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So cat people. Let's just say that.
Okay. Let me hit you with this. Catmen out like tired, expected.
Like men.
Yeah.
Men. Like they're
rat men. On the other hand, unexpected, hiding underneath your cities.
What about mole men?
Ready, Mormons.
Mole men, not Mormons.
Okay, mole men. I am also very pro mole men.
Yeah, well, Brayden, I mean, you can. Where on the spectrum are the Mormons?
The mole men's. Well, listen, they're like, can you please give us some worms and grubs to eat? We cannot see them very well.
Wait,
we're
Mormons
not.
or
We're gonna. Oh god. This went to a dark place. Skaven, Brayden.
Yeah.
Skaven. Yeah.
Skaven are full furry.
Yes. If you are drawing in a pro art of Skaven, God have mercy on you. Cause I love the Skaven because they're little dudes. They're just like, yes, yes, for the Vermintide! And they're just weirdos. They're Saturday morning cartoon villains.
I told this story, we actually had to ban someone who was full Skaven RPing on the Giant Bomb forums, and even when we're issuing the warning, would not break character.
Good for them.
Yeah, what a blessed life. Not everyone can live such a wonderful existence as this is my bit now. I'm gonna pretend to be a rat man on the internet. Much think plans!
Like, a very automatic or normal thing saying role-playing is not allowed in Giant Bomb, please refer back to the rules. It's like, I have referred to rules, yes, yes? Must allow, yes, yes? It's like, okay, this is your final warning, we are going to terminate your count. It's like, and it's like just sounds and stuff, and it's like, okay, done.
If the old vampire still lived,
Full commitment. Full commitment.
terrible destiny charted.
Wait, so, Gino, how about Skaven role-playing?
What?
Vorador's refuge was
Hi,
always
Gino.
deep
You're
in
back.
the Black Forest.
Hello.
To find
I'm
him.
back
I mean,
now.
Gino was here when the one user accidentally, I wouldn't say doxed themselves, but accidentally posted as their second post a picture of their gaming rig and forgot to remove their artificial vagina.
Yes. I remember this.
You remember this, right?
Arrived at the citadel of my vampire.
I don't remember this.
Long abandoned since their
You pulled up the
extinction.
post at some point with a picture
Perhaps it
and
still
showed it.
held the wisdom of its
Yeah, you showed it to me, and I laughed very hard.
I showed you guys this image. I can't find it because I had to
Oh wait,
transfer some of it,
no,
can't
yeah.
find it 'cause
Josh
God
was
is
asking
merciful.
if we're sure it wasn't a power move.
It might be.
No, this was a user. I think I posted this on our Warhammer
This is a
group.
user. They can't have power.
Yeah, I think you posted this in a tabletop group. Like,
Yeah, I
when
posted
you
this
did
in our
the-
tabletop group, but I told this story of this user was just an absolute dick. They just created an account, and so they ended up like posting in the PC picture forum thread of saying, "Oh, look at my gaming rig! It's fucking rad! If you're playing games at 1080p, you're not a true gamer." The first comment is like, "Wow, look at your keyboard! It's got RGB." And then the second comment is, "Way to post your pocket pussy, dude." And then it's a harness. It wasn't just a fleshlight.
Yeah.
I told this.
Hi, welcome to my Legacy of Kain stream, where we talk about the sexual indiscretions of forum posters from a decade ago.
Fully textured, and it had like stubs for thighs. It was not just the business. It was like
Oh
belly
wow.
button to mid thigh, strapped
Just such
waist
a
region to his gaming chair.
I'd like to apologize to
So
all
I-
Twitch
like,
moderators.
As I said in our gaming group, it's like he must have been like going to town while like shooting dudes or something.
just like a full sex ass strapped to the chair.
No, it had the entire thing
I
strapped.
those things. Someone at one point linked me to that. One of those
on his
things.
computer.
Yeah. Anyway,
I hate this.
yeah. Hi, Gino. Sorry about that. Did you know that Ultra Kill has full-on open source vibrator support? Anyway,
I
it's why.
can't find it. I can't find the image anymore.
It's
so
fine.
Anyone that I've shared this image to has seen this and sent it back to me. I need to save
Anyway.
it because it is a cherished memento.
I like the Legacy of Kain, and it's the various video games in this series of video games, the Legacy
This
of
is what I
Kain.
said when Brayden asked me. It's like, wait, don't you have a weird Derek Smart story? And it's like, yes, we do have a weird Derek Smart story, but it is tame compared to that.
I hate everything.
Wait, so this game, how much defiance is there in it?
I mean, so in both cases, so both Kain and Raziel are on parallel journeys in defiance of their fate.
Oh, the defying fate. Whatever.
Because Raziel's fate is to become the Soul Reaver. Like, it's his soul stuck in this big ol' sword.
One that Kane's currently using?
That, yeah, because time travel.
Okay.
Well, it's better than having your wife.
And Kain's destiny is to fulfill balance and restore the pillars. But
No, okay, so I need to clarify something. This user like did one more post trying to roll with it, and then just never posted it again.
They're shamed off the site. Good.
good. Shame has a positive use.
It works.
I don't want any of this to be interpreted that I don't think you should have these sorts of devices or these
No, no, I do. I'm welcome to our.
This person was a jerk. Like, absolute, like, PC, like, the worst side of the PC gaming culture.
Oh, you mean the people who unironically said PC Master Race?
Yes.
I don't recall anyone asking whether we thought CP thought this was okay or not.
No doubt was the evidence
I don't remember that.
Mobius wished me to have. But
Is
the
he-
Well,
Vampires
I mean,
prophesied not one,
I
but two
accidentally,
champions.
I think this was the
One
day
destined to be
before we made
Nosgoth's redeemer,
Gino and Maud.
the other
I don't think Gino's ever told
destroyer.
this story, where I accidentally sent
Vampires
softcore
here
pornography to him.
wielded the Reaver, forged with this very
No, remember I
purpose.
accidentally
His
sent you a
was clearly
hentai
the
image saying,
champion.
hey, do we need to delete this? And it was to you.
No, I don't remember that, but
No, that might have been Chaser. That might have been Chaser.
I don't remember.
Oh, it's fine. I can just wait for Kain to explain his fate while you talk about sending Gino pictures of naked cartoon pussy.
No, it was an anime image.
Remember that?
It was
Of their adversaries, the
it was
Hills
um.
and
So the mods are
What's
just
the- what's
showing
the-
porn back and
No, 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 no.
Oh,
What's the anime with the girl that's trying to bring sex back to Japan in the future and she wears piercings on her head?
oh.
God, that
Shimonita?
show.
Shimoneta, yeah.
And I sent, I think, Chaser or Gino a picture of the scene that a person had posted
Uh-huh.
on Giant Bomb of the person finding out that they had made cookies using another character's vaginal secretions.
Okay, and that's it for the stream. Thanks, everyone.
So that show goes places.
Banned from Twitch. Darn.
Why are you going here?
I like that you've been paused trying to watch your cutscene.
I just
Who knows this show too?
listen. I just want the vampires to tell me about fate and time travel, and I was stuck in another conundrum.
Yeah.
In a voice channel surrounded by the prattling of fools, speaking their obscene moderator stories from a decade
Purposely
past.
cross-dresses because he's forced to work for a character as a maid, but because he's the only child in his family and he's male, he's forced to cross-dress against his will.
I was unable to escape this
anime.
foul contagion.
That's just anime.
Trapped between
Wait.
story after
But
story,
server-
anecdote after anecdote, of the rawest filth that the Giant Bomb moderators ever
Okay, wait.
encountered.
So Gino, you
back.
weren't here for what's your stance on cat girls?
Negative. Watch your cutscene, Brayden.
Anyway,
Leave it for just a minute so that you can watch your cutscene. You seem to want to watch your
the
cutscene.
vampire hero.
DP, you're back, but I'll mute you. You don't let him watch his little cutscene.
anyway, look, I'm back.
It looks like
Hey, you
it's
get to
done.
replay this level all over again.
Looks like your cutscene is done.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Who's
There you go.
who's the biggest asshole you've ever had to ban from the forums?
Oh man.
I
Nah, I mean,
probably shouldn't say names,
it was definitely the Gamergate era.
It was me.
but
But no, I mean, if I've been on the fandom Discord where we've been talking to the game FAQs moderator, and I think I have to pull this up.
Oh no.
Our craziest story has to be when a frequently banned user finally got IP banned and ended up filing an FTC complaint during the Trump presidency, and even tried to get a petition on whitehouse.org to ban the
Reaver
game
requires
FAQs
some
moderators.
additional
yeah, this checks out.
This door could be opened.
That's next level.
Well, yeah, they filed a formal FTC complaint.
Yeah. Game FAQ seems like a bad place.
The best part about Game FAQs is that it's like it's not like they're attracting new blood over there.
No.
But it's the 15-year-olds at heart who are still there.
Like the guys who were 15 years ago.
Yes.
It also sounds like in our brief interactions with them, that the moderators are aware of this problem, want to do something, but.
All right. So question. So why are we not calling it Game Facts?
That I find both pronunciations acceptable. I refuse to get into this taxonomy debate.
It's like people who spell fantastic as a PH. Like, I give it up. I give up.
The people who do that are criminals. I won't.
Jail. Straight to jail.
I do.
So
Like,
y'all
Phantasm.
on like the GIF side of the
Phantasm,
debate. Then.
Phantasm, for example, I will not spell with an F. I will spell that with a PH.
The only time you're allowed to say phantasm with an S is if you are Italian and saying "Si fantasmo."
See, Gino, like you don't like it when I'm being the racism. But
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about the Dario Argento film Phantasm.
Phantasm is not actually is Phantasm.
Oh wait, if we're talking about racism,
No,
y'all
Phantasm
missed.
is not a Dario Argento movie. It's the tall man. Phantasm is Don Coscarelli.
Y'all missed the opening to Soccer Kid earlier, which is as racist as you would expect from a British game in the early 90s.
Yeah.
I know that John Coscarelli is the director of Phantasm because he did Bubba Hotep.
Okay. No, I'm thinking about the movie with Jennifer Connelly, like a very young Jennifer Connelly, that inspired Clock Tower. No, I'm thinking of the movie that inspired Clock Tower. I played Clock Tower recently.
Oh shit.
No. You never expect that.
No.
Yeah, no, listen. While you're out here playing the worst the multimedia era has to offer.
Uh-huh.
When you play Plumbers Don't Wear Ties and just wondering where your life has gone.
That's gonna be like in like 2 or 3 months. Like, don't test me. I'll do it.
I'm not. This is a path you have chosen for yourself.
Play the bird game again.
Bird game was nice. That was a nice time. It was very pleasant.
Yeah, thanks to that bird game, I know that Shelley Duvall has decided to start doing acting again.
Yeah.
And I think that's cute. It's like, yeah, no, she's in some sort of like indie horror film.
Networking Borgmaster's post to that Shelley Duvall superfan on Twitter was the best part of that entire saga.
Or the number one fan, because she actually like interacts with Shelley Duvall.
Like on an almost weekly basis.
I liked when one of the developers for Expeditions Rome posted on my write-up about that, and basically being like, no, we don't make NFTs. Basically, it was a whole thing, but the studio, we have reorganized under a new studio and are planning on continuing to make these games. And I think that's very funny.
It is. It's just like, please talk to us, anyone.
Please don't say we're into NFTs.
Please.
Oh,
That's some jerk in a suit, probably.
And then there's Relkin just playing good video games. I can't believe it.
At Resident Evil 2.
Oh yeah, Relkin finished Curse the Eye of Isis, which I'm upset because now I can't play that game.
Is it like wearing the same dress at the prom? Where
Yeah.
if he does it, you can't do it.
And the worst part is that game seems like extremely mid in a way that I just legally that should be my wheelhouse, and here he is. Anyway, now he's playing the RE2 remake, and I'm half expecting him to be like, ugh, this game's terrible. I don't understand why you like it. It's so bad.
I want to get in the top chat.
Yeah, he's probably there.
He's not there.
He's not there. Coward.
I just wish I need to go back and play Suiko Dan.
Yeah! Good video game.
Oh yes, we could. See again, a good video game that's outside of my purview.
Except for when you are playing every single PS1 JRPG.
Except for when I get to it in a few months. Yes.
Oh, you're ambitious, aren't you?
Too much so. I know just until I have to do Kingsfield after Beyond the Beyond, and I get banned from Twitch for saying every curse word at the same time.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Kingsfield. I mean, there are a lot of things wrong with Kingsfield, but as a game, Kingsfield has moxie, which, as we all know, is the highest virtue a video game can have.
Everyone loves Moxie.
There has to be There has to be a game in the last 10 years that had like a MP point system that was just called Moxie, or like a stat called Moxie.
You can say the M stands for anything. Moxie points.
Yeah.
What game would that
That's why you do so many flashy things.
So how far are you into this game?
I think I'm about halfway. It does not seem like a very long game.
Have you seen Kain's whole legacy yet?
Well, you see, Gino, Kain's legacy, as this game and this series has basically decided to point towards, is the idea that his refusal to sacrifice himself to fix the pillars is the cause of everything, but also maybe he did the right thing because the people who wanted him to sacrifice himself are maybe not the best people. You know, old gods and time wizards.
Time Wizards is a really good album name.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to my Time Wizard.
Oh, what genre would that album be in?
Time Wizard is absolutely a classic style synth,
rock or metal.
or it's a synthwave. Like those playlists that sometimes get recommended to me on YouTube because I live in a dark world where
I wish I had the energy to participate in the album club, but I just don't. I just can't.
Yeah, I tried for a week and it just didn't do it.
It's good. I've album club.
Like I said, I wish I had the energy to do it, but I don't. And I don't have the time to commit to actually listening to things on a regular schedule.
I'm just very happy that the metal that's getting picked now is more parsable.
Okay. If we're gonna talk about weird community members, we don't need to shame this person. The metalheads and the divide of the metalheads in the album club is very fucking funny to me.
Yep. That it is.
I have no opinions. I think if you want to know my feelings on metal, and this is going to make Justin sad, it's that I think the character themes in Guilty Gear are really funny.
Nightmares.
Yep. I have a hard time sometimes knowing whether metal wants me to take it very seriously or to laugh along with it, because sometimes it wants one and sometimes it wants the other.
Society destroy
CP
society
thing, but I am going through the life works of Leopold Stokowski. And I've been enjoying this descent into classical music.
Okay, I think that's just...
Wow, so you're really getting up there in years, huh?
I'm finally so glad that I got time lapse to work, finally. And display it at decent...
I just think it's very funny when Japanese video game composers
Try to do metal.
try to do metal in English specifically, and then also they're trying to do character themes for, let's say, a dude named Soul Bad Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or a man, as I was reminded, there's a character in Guilty Gear Strive named Gold Lewis Dickinson, and he is from Fake America. He is the Secretary of Absolute Defense.
Oh, no, yeah. Well, he has a very warming relationship with Bridget.
Yeah. But he carries around a giant coffin that has an alien in it.
As you do.
As one does.
That's American things.
Yeah, as an American.
Anyways, what's this about a bed thing?
Oh, Bedman. Or, excuse me, Bedman?
Question mark?
Yeah, Bedman question mark. And seeing that also made me go, man, I should really just get way into Guilty. Should I get way into Guilty Gear?
Probably not.
It has Bedman?
Gold Lewis Dickinson. Wow. I'm looking at this guy.
Yeah! Right?
Is he the senator from Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance?
No, he's the Secretary of Absolute Defense.
Yeah, the United States Secretary of Absolute Defense and a right-hand man of President Colin Vernon. Along with his large stature, he fights with a coffin that he carries around containing a mysterious life form that appears to be extraterrestrial. He has a unique, regenerating security level gauge that can be expended to augment some of his abilities.
Yeah.
Other characters. Jack O.
Yeah, Jacko. She's the one with the butt pose.
She's the one that slays her butt.
Happy Chaos Gunslinging Broken Messiah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Happy Chaos is a known character, yes.
Yeah.
And Faust.
Oh yeah, of course, unknown character.
Yeah, and Faust. Yeah, just Faust.
Listen, while other terrible video games are like, here's a karate man, he throw fireball. Guilty Gear's like, nah, this dude's name is Soul Bad Guy.
Oh, we're talking about Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Ram Lethal Valentine.
Yeah, Ramethal Valentine. Yeah, good character names.
Video game where the good guy is named Soul Bad Guy, and the bad guy is named That Man.
Well, no, that man actually, he's no longer the bad guy. He joined forces with the church to stop Ino from doing a bunch of weird fuckery.
Yep.
Ram Lethal.
Yeah, Ramethal Valentine.
Chip Zanoff.
Yeah, Chip Zanoff. Yeah. You're saying all these things like these haven't been characters in a video game for 20 years.
Yeah, the thing about Guilty Gear is that its art and sprite work is as good as its character.
It's not sprite work, though.
Yeah, that's the best part.
It's all 3D, at least in the newer ones.
But even in like Guilty Gear, you know, the original Guilty Gear and Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus, or whatever it was called.
Mila Rage, Forbidden Hair Assassin.
Yeah, she attacks with her hair.
Cliff Anderson.
I'm
Bikin.
just saying, you know, all you're doing is you're confirming why
Guilty Gear is rad.
Brief period, Guilty Gear was even the main eventing Evo instead of Street Fighter.
Yep, but now...
Now Street Fighter 6 is coming out, and normies can have their fighting games again.
Oh yes, I know, the Hard Rock Witch.
Yeah.
What would be the current main event for Evo? Is it still just Street Fighter?
I mean, Street Fighter 5, they are offering a lot of money. I believe this year.
It was Guilty Gear Strive.
But yeah, Guilty Gear Strive is definitely... They also are bringing back Marvel for Evo this year as a main stage game.
Which Marvel?
MVC3.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
They're not bringing back the one that they learned.
They aren't bringing back Infinite.
Talk about man. So yeah, right now it is Street Fighter 6.
And nary a Smash Bros. In sight. Because Nintendo...
Let me go.
Good.
going over the event list, please. There's Street Fighter 6, King of Fighter 15, Melty Blood type Lumina.
Yeah, that game's great.
Guilty Gear Strive, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. It sounds like that this might be the last time for Mortal Kombat 11. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Tekken 7, and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh, okay.
How many different Gokus are in Dragon Ball Fighter Z at this point?
Okay.
3 or 4. It depends. It depends on how you define a Goku.
No, okay, so I can actually answer this.
Oh boy.
There's Goku Super Saiyan. There's Goku Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. There's regular ass Goku, who just does the Kaioken. There's Goku Black, who is half a Goku.
He's kind of a Goku.
Because he is Zamasu possessing Goku's body.
It's possessed Goku.
Yeah.
There's Gogeta and Vegito, who are both half a Goku. There is Kid Goku from Dragon Ball GT.
Oh no.
Okay.
As one of there is Ultra Instinct Goku. So that is roughly 7 Gokus.
5 and 3 halves.
Yeah, 6.5 Gokus.
I like how I've said this before and I've made this joke again. I'm gonna make it one more time. I'm just glad that I was able to live to see another Budokai.
How?
But it's Tenkaichi, so who gives a shit?
Budokai 4?
They're making Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
Oh.
Which, who cares? Like, that style of anime arena fighter is bad and has always been bad.
Budokai 3 was an okay game. It was a fun game.
But the Tenkaichi games aren't...
Oh.
I'm specifically speaking
It's
of...
more of the principle.
Yeah.
Budokai 3 did the whole multiple Gokus thing right, where you just start as the regular one, you build up your ki, and you turn into the powerful one.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
But these days there'll be too many transformations because there's like 6 or 7 now.
And also, don't forget that there are multiple versions of some other characters in Dragon Ball FighterZ, because they have both the old version of Broly and the Broly from the movie.
New one. Well, they're both movies. So the old movie or new movie Broly.
Yeah.
Canon movie.
The movie that's canon.
The new one.
And is a better movie. That's my hot take, is that Broly movie's pretty good. I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
Dragon Ball Superhero, also a good time.
Yeah, that's a fun movie. It was fun. It was a fun time.
And they should make good. They should make more good Dragon Ball movies. All right,
I don't think Toei is done making more Dragon Ball stuff.
Oh, you think Toei might be like, this Dragon Ball's popular?
I don't think they'll give it a rest and then bring it back pretty soon.
Like, there's gonna be a 4th series at some point, though, right? Because they set up guys for Goku to fight that he hasn't fought yet.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal is when in doubt.
I might write so I've got this Inherit the Earth thing that's gonna come out this week, but I might do a mini blog next week talking about I thought that the whole farewell season for Ash Ketchum was surprisingly poignant and kind of oddly touching.
I mean, they finally let Ash Ketchum win the championship.
And then basically the last episode is just him reenacting the first episode or the first season, just hanging out with Misty and Brock, and then they all just go to their homes, and then Ash is like, oh, I guess I gotta move on with my life.
And then he experiences hyperpuberty.
No, actually, spoilers, he decides, why don't I just play Pokemon for fun? That's the actual final thing. It's genuinely a touching final episode.
And and now there's a new Pokemon protagonist.
That's not Go. Everyone thought it was going to be Go, but he actually ends up bonding with Mew and decides to go on adventures with Mew.
As you do.
Basically, what they did with Wesley and TNG, where he does stuff with the time traveler, Go decides to hang out with Mew.
How dare you?
Listen, I just like that from Pokemon Sun and Moon onward, they're like, what if we just made the animation real good? And also, what if we made it like a slice of life comedy with Pokemans?
But yeah, it was just really weird seeing this thing that's meant to be this multimedia empire redirecting people into these ecosystems that are
Oh yeah,
nature,
yeah,
exploitative and dysfunctional. But Pokemon finally decided to age with its audience, which is something you rarely see.
Wait, did he just clip through that wall?
Yeah, he sure did.
Didn't Digimon do a thing where their original characters were like came back as like
adults? Yeah, they sure did, Justin.
Not only that, they decided to kill some of them, and then some of them even died.
Kill them kids.
Was it like bad or?
People, I seem to recall, people were not fond of that series.
They murdered almost all of them except a few, and then gave post-traumatic stress disorder for the rest of them.
Good.
Which, you know, hey, at some point I'm gonna watch Digimon Tamers so I can be like, yo man, that was real fucked up. Because that's the one that everyone goes like, yeah, Digimon Tamers.
Yeah.
I was a child, and therefore it messed me up when it was messed up.
Wow.
Hey, I'm speaking for kids everywhere.
Like being a kid in the late 90s and playing Xenogears because you liked Final Fantasy VII, and then you went for a ride.
Yeah, Xenogears is good.
Yeah.
I like the part where it gives up.
That was a very Hideki Anno thing to do.
Hey, it speaks to their ambitions, let's say. That their idea of, well, we could leave a cliffhanger for a sequel. Oh, cool. Did my controller just desync?
Oh no.
Time to play with a mouse and keyboard.
Absolutely not.
Hey, it's not that bad.
I would not want to play this game with a mouse and keyboard. Fuck you.
Every game you play with a mouse and keyboard, you spend most of the time talking about the controls suck.
Alright, let's...
What if you just got good?
What if
I'll never
you...
get good.
What if you stop doing this bit? How about that?
No, you should just get good, actually.
But he doesn't get good. That's the whole thing.
I know, but he should.
He should, but he doesn't. And then he's just
Like
mad.
how a bunch of people who hate Dark Souls are complaining about someone not getting good.
It's a bit.
I know.
Listen, as someone who is very good at getting good, they call me the good getter.
Getter?
Yeah, a good getter. That there arbitrary water, he's a good getter.
I mean, the only thing I would say is that he's got the easy mode. He just refuses to turn it on.
Yeah, because I want to get better.
Yeah, he's Rock Lee, wearing the training weights.
Yeah, I need the training weights like Piccolo.
And then, except he gets his ass kicked by Gaara in every week.
Goku did the
Wait,
training weights
okay,
thing, didn't he?
I lost the plot there for a minute. So does ZP have like a weighted turban that he trains with?
Yeah, that weighted turban is called a mouse.
It's called a keyboard.
It's called playing a third-person action game with a mouse and keyboard, and then wondering why you're having a bad time, and then whining very loudly and making that your bit, and just being like, ah, fuck me, oh, I'm doing so badly at this video game.
Can I make? I told Brayden about this, but I was like, what if I bought all of the games for Evo and attempted to play every single Evo main stage game with nothing but a mouse and keyboard and wrote blogs that were basically shit posts?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of your
That sounds
blogging
amazing.
is.
Why didn't you do that?
Because it benefits no one.
Oh, that sounds so good though.
You're literally just that dude doing the "you mad" expression.
And then like Photoshop a keyboard onto like an old above fighting game cabinet, and pretending that keyboards are the traditional way to play fighting games.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're not playing, if you are playing a version of Street Fighter without the pressure pads, you're fucking up.
A keyboard.
If you're playing Street Fighter 1, you've already fucked up.
If you're not playing Mortal Kombat
Talk
2
about it.
on a keyboard, then you're doing it wrong. Alright, Rise of the Robots, best fighting game of all time.
I am surrounded by the worst people.
That's people.
I'm normal.
I know,
You are.
Gino.
You're a hyper-competitive weirdo that takes everything in at super.
I mean,
seriously
Gino,
when
you
we're all
did
just trying to-
basically beat Final Fantasy V like 6 times. Whereas I have very intentionally not looked anything up and basically just played enough of the game to know if it works.
I'm a man who prepares.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're taking something as a serious competition.
You're taking a silly charity stream as a competition you can win. And you will. Because...
You practiced. You did your best.
Damn it, you practiced and did your best.
Yeah, you did it. Congratulations.
What a fucker you are.
Took something seriously.
Your dog.
Joke's on you.
Idiot.
I only like taking competition seriously when I know I can win. That's why I'm not a very competitive person.
Speaking of, I'm first in the fantasy league.
Oh, what game are you gonna pick for the podcast as the winner?
I don't know.
Gonna make M and Pete play a normal game for normal people?
I just did that. I mean, I feel like me and M should have to split it because we're tied first.
So who
I got
wins?
something. I call this the UN compromise. You two have to agree on the next pick, but the other has the ability to veto.
Okay, let me put this game out for you. What if you played all the Legacy of Kain games?
Nope.
Oh, no, too good for you.
Blood Omen 2 looks like a. I would veto that.
Oh no, don't play Blood Omen 2.
So there's a game that I think that Pete and Gino and Em will enjoy, and it's called Kenshi.
It's called Genshin Impact.
Kenshi Muyo?
No, he said Kinshi.
Also, ZP,
Yes,
as someone, yeah, you should. People should definitely play.
Kinshi. Just go into it totally blind.
Yeah, go into Kenshi totally blind.
Blind Kenshi?
Stream it.
Yeah.
Kenshi with a K.
Kenshi is rad, okay?
Kenshi's cool, but also
It
Kenshi
scares me.
fuck you up if you're not ready for it. Oh, that's a crackle.
Is this the story of Blind Kenshi?
No, it's not the story of my favorite MK character, Kenshi.
Okay.
Did you know that Kenshi just means sword man in Japanese?
I did not, but I assumed that when you said go in blind to play Kenshi, it had something to do with Blind Kenshi.
No, it does not. It is not the follow-up to Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, starring Kenshi.
And then just follow it all up with Outward.
Yeah. Know what? Deep Listens needs more of Eurojank. You out here playing your twee indie games and your mainstream acceptable video games. You need a game made by 20 people in Croatia that has grand, lofty ambitions.
And $12.
And $12 of budget.
11 of which went to sandwich for the boss.
And the rest went to someone's girlfriend to do voice acting.
There is a Billy Idol concert in Elex 2.
What?
Yeah, there is.
A mocap Billy Idol.
Yes.
They covered him in ping pong balls.
Yes.
Well, that's great.
For Germany's #1 video game, Elex 2. The sequel to Elex.
Ah.
Play Czech games, you coward. I have played Czech games. Don't insult me.
Yeah, I played Factorio. That's a Czech game.
Go play like Polish games and not like CD Projekt Red Polish games.
Do you know who you're speaking to?
No.
Do you know?
He's played Polish games.
Oh, okay.
Do you know? Have I played games made in Poland?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
The answer
Okay.
is yes.
Okay.
The answer is very yes. You see what he's playing right now? Do you think he's played a game for Poland? Of course.
This
Oh,
this is a mainstream video game released for the Sony PlayStation 2, Gino.
Yeah, it's a
What
PS2
year
game.
is it?
2003.
Oh my god. Are we gonna get into the whole Gino thinks anything that's not made by Square Enix is a B-tier JRPG?
Wait, so it's Halo a B-tier JRPG?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's just an A-tier JRPG.
The only A-tier JRPG is ironically,
Ironically.
Or is
I
it-
Am Setsuna.
Oh boy. Yes, Square Enix's best effort.
Yeah, the Square Enix masterwork I Am Setsuna.
What is that game?
It's what if Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy X and the only instrument they could afford was a
Sad piano.
Oh, cool.
It's fine.
Is anyone gonna stream? I think I'm about done being lost here right now. I think I might be close to where I need to go, but also...
Can you use the Sands of Time to rewind yourself?
No.
What?
That's a different game from the year 2004.
Have you played any video games for the PlayStation 2
Yes.
that were not called Final Fantasy?
Or Magic Pangle.
I played the Sands of Time.
Did you play Warrior Within?
No, I just played the Sands of Time.
Oh.
I played
Coward.
that. I played Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy.
Oh yeah, Sphinx and the
Are
Cursed
you telling me
Mummy.
that you never played the 2003 classic Tony Hawk's Underground?
I did not, but I did play NFL Street. I played Monster Rancher 4 or 3.
Did you like Jack and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank more?
I only played Jack and Daxter, so I did not experience Ratchet.
The correct answer is Sly Cooper.
I did not play Sly Cooper either. I only played Jack 1, though. I did not play 2 or 3, because I thought
That's
it was dumb
weird.
when it became a shooter.
It's not really a shooter.
Even still.
Like
They made it... They made it GTA light.
I avoided most of the games when they became edgelord. For their second
Yeah, this is why...
Like 2 definitely is. I would say that Jack 3's like stepped back from that quite a bit in a way that makes that game actually hold up way better than you'd think.
Wait, hold on. Did you play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
I was a GameCube
Grand
child.
Theft Auto games, and I've never played Grand Theft Auto.
You're fine.
Yeah, I didn't really play 1 till 5. I had some fun with it, but in 2023, I don't know if you really...
This is not a pro GTA household.
I found most
I'm
of the
definitely
people I
pro
knew,
GTA.
most of the people who I knew who were way into GTA and would show me how they could run people over with their car in their game. I was like, that seems really juvenile. Like Gino said.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to show me GTA anymore.
Running people over in your car technology didn't get perfected until Saints Row 4.
Yeah, you need to understand that an entire generation of children, an entire generation of 13-year-olds have never played more than the first handful of hours of San Andreas' story, because in their minds, that game is just the game where you run people over.
No, it's a game where you put the cheat code in for a tank or a jetpack and then you fuck around.
Yeah.
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 And that was all anyone ever showed me.
And those people now play GTA Online. Which is like that, but barely functional.
And also predatory, and also just awful.
Also with their friends.
Yeah, with their friends. I don't have any friends.
Oh,
that's a joke. That's a joke.
Look at us.
I have friends.
I'm your friend.
Yay.
On
You have a cat.
most of them are on the internet. Yeah, I have a cat who is sort of like a friend.
I feel like cats just tolerate humans rather than.
Listen, have you seen those pictures of me with Boba the kitty? Because we're very good friends.
That cat would still fuck you up.
Yeah, but he loved me.
If you like take care of a cat right, they'll love you.
He sit in my lap and he purr.
Yeah, you gotta earn it though.
Because he loved me.
Cats need to have their affection won. Affection is earned, not given.
Exactly.
All right.
So it's an accomplishment.
Shame I'm allergic to them.
My patience is beginning to dwindle. Does anyone want to tag in?
Let me. Fine. I'll tag in.
I will.
What awful adventure game are you playing? Otherwise, I'll raid Relkin.
Time lapse.
Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. I will be back with more of this at some point, although the Chaos Dwarfs come out tomorrow, so who knows.
Let me turn air filter off.
Sentence.
Oh wait, that Battle Network book is coming out Friday. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, well,
Okay, what if dwarfs were chaos?
Like, what's your favorite Battle Network game, Warmaster?
I should play a Battle Network game.
None of them.
I played a bunch of.
Oh wait, did I forget
3
to
as a
edit?
kid, and I don't
3 is
remember
the one
any of
people
other
like.